SHO-TIMETV, the future, new media, film, and limitless production.
What's up, Sho? What's going on, man?
And I'm saying I'm chilling, man. I'm out here, I'm working. I see you working extra crazy. Doing you got, URL shit rocking. What else you got besides your show?
We got URL, of course, that's one of my main focuses. My other main focus is on my man Rain 910, Get Busy, you know what I'm saying? He's a super talent. I believe that he deserves to be out there in a bigger way. So, one of my primary focuses for the new year is to really push his project on track. He has a new album coming called The Perfect Day to Die. He's been doing like a lot of beats for a lot of industry cats and folks right behind the scenes. So it's really time for him as an artist to come into fruition for the new year. So follow him at Rain 910. There's a lot of dope beats, real traditional hip hop shit, dope shit, man, that's missing within the culture. So definitely trying to get him out there. And in terms of URL, we got a Rookies vs. Vets card about to come through. Top of the year, it's gonna be dope with some of your favorite veterans versus some of the new guys who've come from the UFF platform or the Proving Grounds platform. So we're excited and looking forward to bringing that content to you on the battle scene. You know what I mean?
And speaking of Rain, he bodied that BET Cypher.
Yes, sir.
That was crazy.
Yeah, man. Shouts to him, Rex, Goods, Sue Surf, Smack. You know what I'm saying? We went in with a plan of attack and we executed it. Initially, that wasn't supposed to air. It was supposed to be like an internet cipher because BET has like 2 sets of ciphers. One is like for the net and one is for like for television, for broadcast. And we were initially pushing for broadcast based on our relationship with them with the UFF tournament that we had going on. Unfortunately, they had already made commitments and couldn't guarantee that we would be on air. But what ended up happening was they went there and did so well, they figured a way to squeeze it into the actual awards ceremony. So that was an achievement for URL as well as Rain, T-Rex, and Sue Surf. So shouts to the Arsenal was good too, right? Hard work and perseverance to be able to get to the areas that we want to get to and the things that we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, man. So what else you working on besides that? Like anything new? Anything new?
I mean, right now it's just really focusing on URL, trying to make it a global brand, global brand. You got a lot of people doing battle rap now who are trying to follow our lead or come into our lane and emulate the style and try to get a feel of the texture and emulate what it is that we do. However, we're the authenticators of this culture as we know it today, and we will do whatever it takes to keep it authentic, to keep it strong. I hope authenticator is a word. I'm a little tipsy right now, so I'm just making up words. It sounded good though. You're probably gonna catch it. However, we're just trying to make sure that we get the best possible product out to the people and please our consumers. And like I said, man, those are the main things that we have going on right now. And we're trying to really just establish something strong for hip hop because I feel that recently we've lost a lot of what hip-hop culture stands for in terms of being the best, delivering the best quality. A lot of times guys are just doing what they see the next man do, and that's become acceptable. You know what I mean? The camaraderie and the competition level of hip-hop has diminished. People are not really concerned about being the best. Before it was about being a nice MC. But I think nowadays, hip-hop has gone in a different direction. And I don't think all the stuff that you hear is actually hip-hop. It's just young urban black men who are doing music, and people automatically call it hip-hop. If you listen to a lot of these songs, it doesn't typically fit the hip-hop format in terms of having hooks and lyrical verses. You know what I mean? Hip-hop does have a certain criteria that must be met for it to be considered a hip-hop record. So usually guys get on with this auto-tune type voices and computers and shit, and they sing and then they do like 6 bars and then they're in and out. So I feel like the music is more like a hip-hop trance or a derivative of hip-hop. It's closely related, but I don't think that it should all be grouped in as one genre. If you look at rock, you got heavy metal,
contemporary, progressive. We have all these different styles of rock and roll music within that genre. Same thing with jazz, contemporary jazz, bebop, and other forms of jazz that people, that people do. And I think when it comes to hip hop, this young urban black man just categorize us all in one category.
I don't think a lot of the music that you hear in the strip clubs and stuff is more like dance music as opposed to hip hop. It's not what Jay-Z, Bean Siegel, State Property, Nas, and the rest of the pioneers, as well as the legends of the game are doing. This is a new form, a new movement, and I think they should rename it and embrace it as such. And I'm not here to say that, what I believe to be hip-hop is better than what younger kids are doing today. However, that is not in the hip-hop format. So it should be labeled as another form of music within the hip-hop culture. And I think that would be a clearer understanding, and it'll keep hip-hop strong because people will know that there's a difference, and they'll clearly understand that they're doing a whole different style of music. And that's just how I feel.
Yeah, that was deep. That's real. Cause I was
passion for the culture, man. I love it, man.
And I was saying, no disrespect to cut you off, but I was talking to I think it was Skull, but I was talking to him about like, yo, niggas think they could wake up out of the bed, roll over, scratch their ass, and say now they a battle rapper and supposed to put a little bread up, and next thing you know he's next to Smack and Beasley and Mook. Like that shit sound crazy for the standard of hip hop and the level that y'all spit on. You know what I'm saying? The level of lyric and business behind it. Like that can't be that can't be authenticated. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I'm doing my SHO-TIMETV shit, I'm not trying to be URL or Smack. I'm a fan of URL or Smack for what they do, and that's the lane. All I'm doing is embracing the culture of that. And that's the only, if you look at my work, I barely fuck with any other leagues unless it's URL or you have a relationship with it. If not, it doesn't make sense for me to do it.
Definitely. I mean, there's a lot of culture out there. I mean, I'm for anything that keeps hip-hop culture alive. I think that, with it blowing up and getting up fancier, like, we're losing sight of what the goal is. The goal of hip-hop is competition and being the best. And always, the goal of the MC is to be the best MC. And I think we've gotten away from that. So it's imperative that we start to embrace that and get back to it. I mean, it's great to have songs that rock in a strip club, and I know in a party nobody wants to think, and that's fine. That should be categorized as a different style of music as opposed to what we know as hip-hop, because if we don't do that, then what we know as hip-hop will be viewed as being old or outdated or antiquated, and it will diminish. You know what I'm saying? So I think the kids need to have an understanding so they can understand that, hey, I'm doing club music, or I'm doing hip-hop, or maybe something that's a combination of both. However, I think what's presently being displayed to the public and what people are embracing is actually not hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that music is inferior. I'm not here to insult any artist, but hip-hop does have a format, and it consists of bars and hooks. When you go to the strip club and these guys got the auto-tune and they rap for 6 bars and they sing a long-ass chorus, they're actually doing like an R&B song or a hip-hop R&B song. So I think that this music needs to be categorized and that needs to be established so that we can continue to build and become bigger.
That's crazy. That's all I really need, man. You just said it. You said you gave me more than what I expected.
It's all good, man. I always try to put a few jewels if I can, whether people agree or disagree. These are just my opinions and my thoughts, and they come from the heart because I believe in hip-hop culture. I grew up in it, and I just think that hip-hop embraces so many different levels. Thank you, Lovely Chanel. The bougie publicists who try to go hip-hop. Like I think of that, I think that, if you grew up in hip-hop and you lived it and you experienced it on every level like I did, there's a deeper rooted feeling in terms of for the music or for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Guys don't understand, hip-hop is a culture. It's not just music. It's how you conduct yourself as a man. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you defend yourself. It's how you stand up for yourself. And it's so much more than just music. It's your attitude, it's your political view, it's your outlook on life. All of these things encompass what hip-hop culture is. And I think people need to get back to that and have a clear understanding of what it is. It's not just a rapper with a chain, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it wrong, I'm all for capitalism and jewelry and bad bitches and vehicles and everything like that that comes with us hip-hop. But it's more than that, you know what I mean? It's definitely about camaraderie, being the best, competition, feeling your number one, believing it in your soul, and always aspiring to do your best. And those are the things that make it what it is.
This is my guy Beasley, man. I just fuck with you, man. Like on a whole other level. Forget about the URL thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I thought Beasley was an old white man. Yeah, when I heard the name, and then I met you. I didn't even know who you was. I was just vibing with you, talking and shit. And I'm like, oh, that's Beasley. Man,
it's
cool.
Good, man. You know what I mean? I always like to reach out to the dope outlets that support the culture. Shout to SHO-TV. He always comes through. And I hate cameras.
Yeah, you the man for this one.
But I fuck the show, so he asked me, to come on, like support what he's doing because he supports what we're doing. So it has to be, it has to be reciprocal. You know what I mean? So this is how we doing it, man. This is how it's moving. URLTV.TV is the movement. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram at URLTV, or you can follow us on YouTube at the URLTV. And you can go on and check out all the battles and all the things that we have going on. And we're on all the social networks. Follow us. Go to our website URLTV.TV and check out this hip hop culture that we're putting down and preserving. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to everybody that's doing their thing. And we love it. Yeah.
Okay, right up.